hunt the hunter, Sarazi. You have something to say, dull claws. Let's make it quick. You don't get muscles like these by standing around chewing the fat with outsiders. What, did you just wander up here like a lost mountain goat? This is Predator Mesa, the Hunter's Highland. Really? Nothing? Zisvo. Hunters come here to test their claws against savage beasts. A trial of strength and cunning. But mostly strength. Ha! Compared to vigorous Sarazi, you are a dry twig. This calls for a contest. Hunting beasts is one thing. Hunting hunters, though, that is a real test. 3 savage gadget hunt any person who enters the mesa. Whoever kills them all first, wins. Sarazi will give you a head start. This is sporting, yes? You'll see 3 prowling gadget on the mesa. Unless they see you first. Ha! There's a nesting griffin up there also. Quillmane. If you really want to impress me, kill him too. Having second thoughts already? Ha! It's not too late to slink away. In the face of these muscles and good looks, no one would blame you. Bah! That's the problem with you outsiders. No sense of humor. I joke. Except the part about the muscles and the good looks. That part is solemn truth. 3 hunters camp on the mesa. Zahalar, Kuzo, and Tahuda. Killers, all. Yes, indeed. Beasts, people, it's all the same on Predator Mesa. Anything with a pulse is fair game. These 3 live on the mesa year-round, hunting animals and each other. Now we hunt them all. Who am I? I'm Sarazi, strongest, swiftest, and slickest Khajiit hunter in northern elsewhere. Huh! Sarazi is still cementing his reputation. Give it time.
The prey comes to me? Too easy.
Take.
risky.
Ha! Come to your senses, eh? Don't worry, Sarazi won't tell anyone that you ran away. Predator Mace is not for everyone. Now, watch a true hunter Wait, is that blood on your hands? Where did all this blood come from? Kra! I never should have given you that head start. Now what will Sarazi hunt? Birds and chipmunks? Well, a wager is a wager, yes? Here, spend it on some decent food, Walker. Bulging muscles and a shiny coat start at the dinner table. Farewell. Ka! Kra!
Well,
I did not expect to see you in this desolate place, Walker. Did Captain Nalado send you? Or have you come to join us as we hunt the dragon that killed so many of our warriors? Then our missions coincide. We can work together to destroy the undead and slay the dragon. It will be glorious. When we finish with the hunting and the slaying, we can report our success to Lord Gareshri. I do not take orders from that old battle mage. Besides, the blood of Khajiiti warriors cries for vengeance. To disregard that cry, that is not a shame I can bear. No, I must do this. I must strike back and show my people that hope survives. The worthy life is full of risk, Walker. I assumed you knew that, given what you do. I will tell you a secret, though. Before my parents died, they gave me a pendant. As long as I wear it, Jode watches over me and provides his protection. To Jode, yes, but also to my family and heritage. I suppose you could call it an heirloom. It helps me in my role as agent for Lord Gareshri, and that is all I will say about it. Now, let us go inside and find the necromancer and the dragon. With me! Stay close. We will hunt these necromancers down and end this dragon. The path splits here. We will go right. Walker, you stay left. Moons guide us. awaits, Five Claw! Destroy the necromancer!
No more excuses. No more delays. Double your output or your reanimated body will march at the head of your Axios forces.
Warm bones to encase you! Dragonfire, move!
Morsel. Mulamnir would talk to you. Look upon Mulamnir in despair, Morsel. You have no chance against me, no chance at all. But Mulamnir can be merciful. Come, let us talk. Mulamnir wants you to understand the challenge before you. Our puppet, Eurexia, commands a legion of soldiers, an army of necromancers, and a horde of undead. Add my dragon brothers, and the hopelessness of your cause becomes obvious. You and Abnathon are insignificant, but even an infinitesimal flea can irritate after it crawls beneath the scales. I offer you one last chance to survive. If you and the Battle Mage leave elsewhere, my brothers and I will not hunt you down. Then you will die. But not before we slaughter your friends and set fire to elsewhere. Once we reduce this land to so much ash, only then will I tear you apart. So promises Mulamnir, whose claws have dealt 1,000 deaths. Leave elsewhere, little morsel. Tell the Battle Mage, if I see you again, you will die.
Five Claw, are you all right? I heard what the dragon said. Perhaps my confidence was a bit misplaced. That creature was much bigger than it appeared when it flew over the camp. I never jump without first knowing where my feet will land. Also, I have very sharp claws. We lost so many today. The dragon, that Mula Mir, it has much to answer for. We defeated the necromancer and shut down one of their undead foundries. We need you and Tarn, despite my dislike of the man. But what the dragon intimated about Euraxia, it called her its puppet. I fear the dragons control the Rimmen throne now. Yes, you must do that. I will join you after I take care of the remains of my soldiers. They died bravely and deserve to receive the proper sacraments. Go to Riverhold. I will see you there.
Manassi is honored to offer his... The Khajiit here are...
So much to do, so little time.
Ah, there you are. if we've had this conversation already, then I wanted to thank you for the useful advice. But if I haven't seen you since our talk at that mysterious gravestone, which seems much more likely, then I could really use your help. Did I mention the dreams? Visions, really? They come and go without warning, like seeing through someone else's eyes. Quite disconcerting in an interesting sort of way. Anyway, my trusty shovel and I, we searched that entire grave, and it was gone. The betrayer's head, the dreams, the visions, they drew me there, but someone got to it before I did. I have the strangest sensation in the pit of my tummy. It could be the cobweb porridge I had for breakfast, or something bad is about to happen. Well, that's sort of like leaping from the cliffs of failure without a rope, or at least without tying the end off first. I can't tell you how many times I've made that mistake. Oh, Abner wants to see you. He's in the town hall with the cat general.
At this point, we need to come up with a plan that takes into account Euraxians, necromancers, and dragons. I proposed a few options, but Gareshri wasn't sold on any of them. Tell me, what of Chimera and the source of the undead? You paint a troubling picture, my friend. Still, we need to celebrate every victory we achieve. I fear such triumphs will be few and far between. Do you have anything else to report? My half-sister likes to think that she's in charge. She won't take kindly to being called a puppet. As for leaving elsewhere, I think not. Obviously, this Mulamnir fears us. Otherwise, the dragon wouldn't have deigned to talk to you. Every conversation I have with Cadwell makes my head throb, but one mystery at a time, if you please. Now, if only I could get my half-sister to listen to reason and see that the dragons are using her. A parley? I may not like her, but we are family. Besides, it would give the Khajiit time to regroup. You're beginning to think like a Tharn, my friend. Here, take this. Gareshri gave it to me, but I refuse to accept payment for my services. A parley with Euraxia is a capital idea. I'll send word to Rimmon to expect us. I imagine my half-sister will treat us as befits my station and agree to the meeting. Attend to any other matters if you must, then see me when you're ready to leave. It just so happens I already have one. It involves distracting my half-sister with wit, charm, and words she barely comprehends. Oh, and you. Euraxia never could resist a pretty face. You'll pretend to be my bodyguard and personal valet. Consider it obfuscation to hide your true purpose. We don't want to give Euraxia a reason to react poorly to overtures of reconciliation. Not that I expect to reach an accord, but still. Meet me in Rimmon and we'll enter the palace together. Go on. I'm capable of traveling to Rimmon on my own. We'll meet up at the city gates and go to the palace from there. I'm relatively certain Euraxia will honor the parley, but be prepared for anything. She's still a Tharn, after all.
This one hates the idea of talking to the usurper queen. We should be stabbing her in the neck. Still, Nalado sees the necessity, even if she doesn't like it. Euraxia will almost certainly betray you, so be careful when you face her, yes? By marching into elsewhere with a mercenary army and slaughtering our rightful Khajiit rulers, not only did the usurper slay our king and queen, she murdered the rest of the royal family. Her crimes, they swarm around her like flesh flies on dung.
A parley with the usurper queen. I doubt she'll agree to any sort of diplomatic solution. But it will buy us time to replenish our resources. Very well. Take Tharn and meet with Euraxia. In the meantime, we will rebuild what remains of the militia. She marched into Anequina with a mercenary army and conquered Rimen. Her forces killed the royal family, and she illegally proclaimed herself queen. That makes her a usurper. I pray I live to see her pay for her crimes.
Welcome! You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes? Of course. Now, we may have many games available. Which challenge would you like to know about? Team Deathmatch has always been popular. All that ceaseless bloodshed really gets the heart pumping. Just go into the field and attack as many players as possible. The more hits you get in, the more points your team scores. Anyone can claim a capture point, but it's a true test of skill to master domination. Seize and protect as many capture points as you can. The team with the most territory in the end wins. In this game, you must dominate your rivals or be dominated. Ever the curious one, eh? Good. Knowledge can be key to a decisive victory. Welcome! Well then, let's see what you're made of. Participate in one of our games at any of our battlegrounds. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Just get your feet wet. I can offer you a greater challenge after you've learned the ropes.
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
Welcome to the hall. What can I do for you? Stars above, yes. Welcome to the Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guild master and a new singular purpose. You look like just the kind of candidate we want for new comrades in arms. Right. Our new guild master is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains. Plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. Hard fights. Guildmaster Yofnir passed away recently, very suddenly. I always thought he'd die with a blade in his hand. But he passed away in his sleep, called to Sovngarde by his ancestors. We all miss him, but Colors has proven to be a very able leader. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as an associate of the Fighters Guild. Get out there and take the fight to the Daedra.
You here for crafting certification? Don't worry, there's no cost involved. Your alliance covers all my fees. Once you're certified, they'll let you fulfill the crafting writs. Everyone wins. They're daily requests for crafted goods, but they're only available to certified crafters. If you can show me you know your craft, I'll get you certified. I can train and certify blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers. If that sounds like something you'd want, we can get started. Of course. What do you want to know? Anything with metal in it, and I don't mean horseshoes and calipers. The crafting writs are for weapons and heavy armor, so that's what I teach. Excellent! We can get started whenever you're ready. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else.
Always good to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members, such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the Guild.
Offer yourself to divine... Aha! More faithful heed the call. You wish to go to Sunspire Temple and pray before divine Alkash yourself? Natrara will take you. Oh, a wondrous thing! A true miracle! The Dragon King of Cats, Alkash incarnate, has descended on the temple to lead his stray kin back to the righteous path. Will you heed his call? No, Walker. A god, the first of the divine litter, Alkash. Maybe you know him by his other names. Akatosh, dragon god of time, Oriel, all aspects of the first cat. Have faith. When we reach Sunspire, you will see I speak the truth. Hop in my cart when you're ready for the journey, and I will take you to Priestess Shalani, though it would behoove me to depart with a full cart. Perhaps you'd help Natrada gather more faithful. A dozen would do, but she will take you either way. She is an attendant of the temple who receives the newcomers that this one brings to Alkash. Natrada is simply a faithful servant, but Shalani can speak for the temple if you have more specific questions.
peerless blade my
This
big toe.
so much work, and our paws are so few.
Looking for work, Walker? There is more than enough to go around. An insufferable Akaviri sword mistress, Visradu, planted her flag on the Hill of Shattered Swords about a century back. We thought she'd pass of old age eventually, but she's still up there, gloating and spitting challenges at anyone who wanders by. Kill her, of course! We can only suffer so many humiliations at the hands of some musk-arsed serpent woman. If you best her, try to bring back a few mementos from the bodies of fallen challengers. It might be a comfort to their families, yes? Swift paws make for quicker coin, child. You've got a job to do, yes? Get to it! Bah, who knows? The Imperials here and elsewhere fancy themselves Seishi, but as far as I can tell, they're just Imperials in silly garments. Zis on the lot of them.
Nisuzi has coin, if you have the time. An honest day's work for an honest day's pay, yes? Bandar teaches us to be clever and swift, but wise most of all. Wisdom means foresight, yes? And no one peers into the future like a Bandari soothsayer. The moons have much to tell us, but we need bijou and talismans to hear their truth. Yes, magic trinkets, and Nisuzi knows just where to find them. Seek out the abode of ignominy, a collapsed temple filled with undead. Whoever raised them left many charms behind. Bring back 3 or so, and this one will be very grateful. Off you go, Walker. Swiftly now. Quick work brings quicker pay, yes?
These dragons are fast becoming a larger issue. So much trouble, these dragons. So much death around them. If you want to help stop them from killing others, please check with me each day. I'm organizing dragon hunts. I'm glad you wish to help. We need valiant folk to slow down the spread of dragons. It is regrettable enough that they're causing suffering here. Let's try to prevent that from happening outside else. I think the best tactic is to defeat the dragons at their hunting grounds. When they eat, we can stop them. Permanently. What do you say? Are you I appreciate the help. When you've finished your hunt, return to me. I'll have a reward for you. Dragons aren't exactly easy to kill, as you may know. People who hunt them alone don't often return. So, to prevent needless death, I coordinate dragon hunters. Mud crabs? Oh, you jest. To answer your question, Queen Irene is concerned that the dragon threat will spread beyond these lands. So, as has been successful in other venues...
Greetings, Walker. Have you come seeking work? There is much to do here and elsewhere. Much to do. All manner of work, Rook. Nisuzi offers tasks that you can tackle alone. Rahir gathers groups of warriors to face great beasts and savage warriors, and Battle Reef Tannerlina conscripts heroes for the most dangerous task of all, dragon hunts. Excellent. Please, speak to my associates and they'll help you get started. Here's a small retainer to keep your interest. Generous, yes? Don't forget to check back regularly, Walker. That retainer won't fill your belly for long. All manner of work, Rook.
look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours. Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out.
bones. Hello? Rigert was just asking this merchant which mound of colored powder he should eat first. Rigert says red. Merchant says please go away. We find ourselves as stalemates. But Rigert has bigger problems than what to eat for lunch. As soon as Rigert returned home from successful diplomatic endeavoring, the Scald King sent him to elsewhere with gifts for the cats. Rigert is always given the most important, most faraway missions. Problem is, Rigert lost the gifts. So many ways. First, a courier brought Rigert's package to Riverhold instead of Rimmen. Then, as our ship was boarding, a werebear attacked and stole honey needed for my special sweetbread. Last and not least, Rigert's famous minstrels are missing. Thank you, friend. Retrieve Rigert's package from Thadara in the Riverhold marketplace and meet me after in the Stitches. Rigert's diplomacy waits for no man, or woman, or cat. But be careful. The finest coats in all of Skyrim. A gift for Canon Reeve Jusdo to make peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Rigert would already have them if his courier wasn't completely incontinent. The package was delivered to Thadara in Riverhold Marketplace. It's impossible to find Windhelm-worthy honey in elsewhere, but this cat merchant says honey flowers from Merryvale Moon sugar farms will work for baking sweetbread. Rigert's cooking is sure to make peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Rigert hired Skyrim's best band, the Screaming Mammoths, to play for Lady Issa. She has great influence with the cats, so Rigert needs to gain her favors to clinch peace between our peoples.
Warm days, cool drinks, and